Garrett, dude, thank you so much for being back. It's been a while since I saw you, but how have you been?
I've been doing great. How have you been? Although, I mean, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I've been awesome. We wrapped up season 1 of The Hustle, and now we're back seeing what the entrepreneurs are up to. How has life changed for you? What have you been up to since you appeared on The Hustle?
A lot has changed since I've been on The Hustle. When I filmed The Hustle, we just finished my junior year, and so now I'm a freshman in college. You can see by my dorm room in the background, I go to CU Boulder, and I mean, the business has been growing. We hired a few employees, and it's been going great.
Since we last spoke, how has your business evolved? Have you hit any milestones in the business that you're proud of and you want to share?
Most definitely. So we signed a contract with this live auction company called Whatnot. So we do these 30-second live auctions, and it's helped us scale tremendously. So right now we're selling about 5,000 units a month, and this year we're projected to do $2.5 million in revenue.
Oh my gosh. So
it's been a long time coming.
How did you go from, appearing on The Hustle to the deal that you have now? Can you tell me, what happened for you to go from that to where you are now?
So while I appeared on The Hustle, I was very time constricted being in high school and trying to run the business at the same time. So I was really focusing on the more high-end products that would allow me to achieve more profit. However, I found out that if we sold a lot of cheaper products, we would actually be able to make more. I just had to figure out how I would be able to take on that volume. So while signing with this company, they had very strict volume benchmarks. And so I had to really ramp up fast and figure out how I was going to get this done. So I ended up hiring a lot of employees. I ended up getting a warehouse. And so now it's definitely scaled a lot. We've definitely changed our business model to a lot more volume compared to higher quality goods. And I would say the change has been for the best.
What have been some of the biggest challenges and hurdles that you've had to overcome in the process of transitioning?
I would say the biggest one is definitely moving into college and not being able to be with my employees all the way step by step through order fulfillment. At first, it was definitely a challenge. We had a few orders get lost, and we had a few things go wrong where someone would get shipped the wrong thing, but we found out a more efficient way to where I would be able to manage them while being at college and not necessarily being at the warehouse in person helping with order fulfillment.
Do you attribute any of your personal business shift to any changes in the landscape of the industry as a whole, or has it pretty much been the same?
No, most definitely. I definitely have leveraged the connections that I built through my time doing these really high-end goods to be able to figure out how these people are doing a lot of volume, how their business model is structured, and how I have been able to learn from that. And especially as the industry is changing and the economic situation is not currently the best in the United States right now, I've learned that it definitely is a lot more attainable for a customer to be able to buy something within the $100 to $300 price range compared to several $1,000s. And so that has definitely also motivated my switch to be able to do a lot more volume of cheaper products than less volume of more expensive products.
What was the reception like after appearing on The Hustle? Did you see any type of influx of, contacts to your page? What was that like?
No, it was definitely really cool. I've actually had a few people reach out to me and say, other sneaker resellers, and say, hey, I saw you on this. It's crazy how you've been doing that. If you could teach me, I would really appreciate it. So it was really cool to see that happen, as well as I'm not sure if you're familiar with the organization DECA, but so it's a high school business competition. Yeah. And while I was at the international convention, I actually had 2 people come up to me and recognize me from The Hustle, which was pretty cool.
That's awesome. We love to hear that. Are there any new things on your horizon? Anything, any projects that you're working on right now that you want to share with us for the future?
I would say right now the biggest thing for us is our warehouse rental is very, very high. So we're actually in the process of purchasing a single family home to run the business out of. So we actually found out the mortgage would be cheaper than what we're paying in rent right now for the warehouse, and just the appreciation potential associated with it, as well as being able to build equity in a property while running the business out of it, is going to be super huge for us. And definitely, even if the business has down times, the real estate holdings associated are definitely going to help mitigate our risk.
That's incredible. It's so amazing, man, to see what you're doing, and I think all the viewers watching are really impressed and are excited to see where you go next.
Thank you.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to share with the audience about, what they can expect for the future, what you're going to be working on, and maybe where they can find you if they haven't been following you already?
No, most definitely. So the live auction company I'm working with right now is called Whatnot. The username on that is just Denver SNKRS, the same as my Instagram. And so that's where you can find me on Instagram as well as there. I am currently working on starting a nonprofit. I was so inspired by the hustle to be able to create an education for financial literacy and business topics that I became inspired to try to start my own education program to be able to implement business and financial literacy lessons in schools. So hopefully we're able to get that expanded and help that take off pretty soon.
That's incredible, man. Garrett, really, really impressed with what you're doing. Really excited to see how your business is expanded, and I will definitely be paying close attention to where you go next, and I know everybody else watching will be too. So really impressed, man. Thank you so much for being back on.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for watching The Hustle. To make sure you don't miss out on any more videos like this, please subscribe at PragerU.com today. And if you want to learn more about business, visit PragerUkids.com to download worksheets, lesson plans, and more.